Jai Shri Ram. So today I am going to read just one canto, that is Canto 73, because the next two cantos I'll read tomorrow, as that will end our Aranyakand, and I am going to, from day after tomorrow, Kishkinda Kand will start. So let's start with Canto 73. Appearing in an ethereal form, Kabanda shows to Sri Ram and Lakshman the way to Rishyamukh hill and the Pampa lake, and giving them information about the grove of sage Matanga and his hermitage, takes leave of them. Having shown to Sri Ram the means of searching out Sita, Kabanda, who knew the matter in hand, again spoke the following meaningful words. Going westward, this is the path propitious for you to reach Ryasmukh, O Ram, where these trees in blossom, so pleasing to the mind, appear. They are Jambu, rose apple, Priyala and jackfruit trees, Banyans, Plaksas and Tindukas, peepal trees and Karnikaras, mango and other trees too. Dhwavas and Nagakeshara trees, Tilakas, Naktamalakas, blue Ashokas and Kadambas, blossomed Karaviras too, Agnimukhyas and Ashokas, red sandalwood trees and Mandaras. Climbing them or bending their branches by force to the ground and partaking of their nectar like fruits, you should march along, passing beyond that forest with trees in blossom. O scion of Kakushta, you will reach another woodland resembling the Nandana grove in paradise, the trees in which bear fruit during all the seasons and drip honey all the time, as is the case with the territory of Uttara Kurus, one of the 9 divisions of the world. All the seasons are represented simultaneously in that woodland, as in the Chaitra Ratha grove belonging to Kuber, the deity presiding over the northern quarter. Carrying large boughs, the trees in that forest ever remain bent under the weight of their fruits. Resembling clouds and mountains, they spread their charm on all sides in that forest. Climbing them or bending their branches to the ground at ease, Lakshman will offer you their nectar-like fruits, ranging over the loveliest mountains and wandering from hill to hill and from wood to wood. O valiant princess, you will then proceed to the lotus pond, Pampa by name, which is free from gravel and has no slime, etc., which may cause one treading on them to slip, is provided with level banks and free from duckweeds. Its rocky bed causes sand to be formed on it, and it remains ever adorned with lotuses and lilies. O Ram, swimming on the water of Pampa, lovely swans, ducks, cronchas and ospreys call in sweet tones there. O scion of Raghu, having not known destruction before, they are not frightened to see human beings. You too should feed there on the edge of the said Pampa, O scion of Raghu, those plump birds as well as beautiful fishes well known by the names of Rohita, Vakratunda and Nalamina, on fresh edibles in the form of bulbs and roots, stripped of their rind and other coverings, with the heads of your arrows with not a single thorn left in them, and looking like balls of clarified butter, and roasted on the steel heads of those very arrows, which Lakshman, who is richly adorned with devotion, will lovingly offer you. Then, taking out the leaves formed into a hollow of a lotus, the delightful, pleasantly cool, wholesome and limpid water of Pampa, fragrant with the scent of lotuses and sparkling like silver and crystal, the said Lakshman will forthwith give it to you to drink while you are busy feeding again and again those fishes in the midst of the collection of flowers in Pampa. Rambling at dusk, O Ram, Lakshman will show you stout monkeys roaming in the forest and reposing in caves. You will see those stout monkeys arrived on the brink of the Pampa due to longing for water and having drunk water, lowing like bulls, O dwell among men, beholding trees putting on blossoms and delightful water of the Pampa while roving at dusk, O Ram, you will cast off grief. The Tilak and Naktamala trees in that forest are covered with blossom, and the lotuses and lilies in the lake are expanded. O scion of Raghu, the lake being beyond human reach, no man would ever venture to pluck and wear those flowers on his person. The flowers in that region neither fade nor decay, O scion of Raghu. Formerly, there lived in that forest rishis, seers of Vedic mantras, who were pupils of sage Matanga and were highly composed. The drops of perspiration that fell down from their body to the ground when they felt oppressed with their load while bringing the produce of the forest for their teacher quickly turned into flowers by force of their austerities at that time. Sprung as they are of those drops of perspiration, they never die, O sign of Raghu. Even though they have departed for the higher worlds, earned by virtue of their austerities, their female attendant, an ascetic woman, Sabari by name, who is long lived to still be seen, O sign of Kakushta. The woman who is ever devoted to virtue will ascend to heaven, the realm of Brahma, only after seeing you, who are greeted by the whole world, godlike as you are, Ram. After that, O Ram, you will see the site of a well-known hermitage, the former abode of Matanga, now occupied by Sabari, located on the western edge of Pampa, which is incomparable and hidden from public view, being inaccessible to man, O sign of Kakushta. Through the spiritual power of the aforesaid sage Matanga, who cast off his body long ago, elephants which abound in the forest round about the hermitage are not able to intrude into that hermitage in that forest. The forest in question is widely known by the name of Matanga Vana, only inasmuch as it is the haunt of elephants. O joy of the race of Raghu! In that forest, resembling the Nandan Grove in paradise and looking like a heavenly forest, crowded with birds of different species, you will enjoy life happily. O Ram, to the east of Pampa stands the munificent Rishyamukha hill, the trees of which are ever in blossom, nay, which being steep and high is most difficult to ascend and is guarded on all sides by young elephants, and which was specially evolved by Brahma in the olden days. A man who, reposing on top of that mountain, lays his head on the treasure in a dream, attains it even when awake. After sleep, O Ram. Seizing on the other hand, even while he is asleep, he who climbs up the mountain, though partial in his conduct and engaged in sinful acts, ogres strike him. The loud trumpeting of young elephants inhabiting the forest surrounding the hermitage of sage Matunga and disposing in the Pampa lake, O Ram, is heard even on that mountain. Wet with streams and reddish ichor, huge elephants possessing the dark hue of clouds and full of ardor roam there in a herd, remaining distinct from other herds. Gratified after drinking the limpid, agreeable and lovely water of the lake, which is most delightful to touch and fragrant with all kinds of odors, the wild elephants penetrate into the woodlands again, beholding the bears possessed of a blue and soft shining coat, and leopards as well as the rurus, a species of deer, unconquered by man, and arrive near without fear, you will shed grief altogether. Spreading its charm on that mountain, O Ram, there is a big cave which has its mouth blocked with a rock, and as such is difficult to enter, O sign of Kakushta. At the eastern entrance of that cave, there is a large, lovely, deep pool of cool water, abounding in roots and fruits and surrounded by trees of various species. Sugriv, whose mind is set on virtue, dwells in that cave with other monkeys. Sometimes he resides even on the top of that mountain, having instructed as aforesaid both the princes Sri Ram and Lakshman. The powerful Kabanda, for his part, who was adorned with garland and possessed a splendor resembling the sun's, shone brightly in the air. To the highly blessed Kabanda, who remained standing in the air for some time to take leave of the two princes, both the princes Sri Ram and Lakshman, for their part, already set out on their journey, spoke as follows, standing near the ogre. Depart you, he too said to them. Proceed on your journey for accomplishing your purpose. Taking leave of the two princes, who felt highly pleased, Kabanda departed forthwith. Having regained his pristine form and showing the plain of Ryasmuka hill, nay, gazing on Sri Ram, Kabanda, who was enveloped in glory and whose entire body was full of glow, presently said to Sri Ram, while remaining in the air, to enter into an alliance with Sugriv. Thus ends Canto 73 in the Aranyakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.